do this real quiet because I think you're sleeping. Alright, I'm gonna do this real quiet because I think you're sleeping.
Oh, hello. Sorry, one sec. I thought I could hear something there. They had my music on, and I could hear a voice. I thought, am I going mad? How are you? That's
I'm very
beautiful.
good, thank you.
Awesome shit. Ah, what up, boy?
I was like, oh, I'll go take a nap. And then as soon as I decided I was going to do that, you said stream time. I'm like, all right, well, guess I'm going to take that later.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining.
I couldn't leave you alone to stream. That'd be a disaster, dude.
I know. I mean, I don't. I've been silent for the past 5 or so minutes, so I don't know what to say. I mean,
Oh, that.
the chat's a little quiet at the moment. So once that starts, once people start watching, I'll have some things to say.
I'll tweet it out.
Thank you.
I'm going to do my part.
Thank you so much. How was work?
Oh, it was there's actually some charity work today, which I'm totally fine with doing. Help
Awesome.
deliver some boxes to
Oh, one
so
sec.
that's kind of my work.
One sec, Wiley. I'm gonna turn the music off. I can't. You went a bit silent there. What did you say?
Oh, I just carried some boxes up this big staircase, and it's basically my workout for the week is just getting those boxes and moving them up and down the stairs.
All right. Oh, that's not bad. Cool stuff.
Because I'm really unhealthy.
Really unhealthy? How unhealthy are we talking?
Well, not really. I just don't do like physical activity, even though I know I should.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with me at the moment is that I'm a student, so I don't really have time to do this stuff.
No,
But like, as soon as like I'm finished with everything, there are so many things I need to do, like health wise. Like, I need to go running.
Yeah, absolutely. Like even just a guy I watch on YouTube, like he does like all he does. He's worked every day. He makes like multiple like videos per day, like 4 or 5. They're like covering news events and stuff. But like what he does every day, he just gets on the treadmill and runs for like 30 minutes, and then that's his like workout for the day. And
oh shit!
Honestly, that's better than like nothing, and
yeah,
gets you moving.
Of course. Ugh.
I don't have the luxury of owning a treadmill, but I do have Nintendo Wii with Wii Fit on it. And like considering the space that I'm living in, that might be my only option.
Yeah, that's the OG tool to fitness is Wii Fit.
And they got like I don't know, there's some pretty good stuff in there. Like you can do yoga type stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh shit, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I've forgotten it. I tell you what's supposed to be really good for you, is
What's that?
like just like overall workout stuff is swimming.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because like you're working like 1 minute. Sorry, my mind's gone. It's late and I'm tired. One sec. Yeah, like you're working different muscles that you don't normally when you're walking and everything. So
Okay.
it like helps you out in different ways, which was
yeah.
good. Yeah. I tell you what, I am a little bit worried at the moment
What's up?
because
Oh yeah?
I'm getting a bit behind. Like this past week hasn't been very good. Well, very good work wise. Like, I don't know why I'm just not on my game at the moment. Like I've had so much stuff I needed to do this week. I mean, I could do it all tomorrow. Like I need to recut the animatic I think I should have that done soon, I think. And
All right, you'll get it done.
Yeah.
I have. I'm certain you will. You won't let it pass you by. Hello. I'm not gonna pronounce that name, but hello, person, and hello, JRJ. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name because I know I'd get it wrong. That's why.
oh, hey people, thank you for tuning in.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, tired one today, boys. Did I tell you what I did yesterday? I spoke to you last night,
What did you
didn't I?
do yesterday?
Did I speak to you last night? You and Chris? Can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it last night or when did we do the call? I can't remember.
Yo.
That
It was the night before, I think, because I remember being extremely, extremely bored and anxious last night at the same time. Doesn't sound possible, but it is apparently.
that is a strange mix. Well,
Yes,
hope you got through that.
I found something creative to do, which helped a lot.
Awesome. Awesome shit. Good stuff. Oh, no,
My
what were you saying?
oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Wiley, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say my uh, solution for anxiety, my personal solution. Not that I would recommend this to anyone. For anxiety, is just working on literally anything to get my mind off of the thing that's getting me anxious.
I mean, whatever you can do to take your mind off it is good, I
Oh yeah,
suppose.
for sure.
Yeah. I think that's the thing though with anxiety, you get so anxious that you end up not doing a lot of things when like it like builds up so much in your mind, and then when you actually come around to doing it, it's like it takes about 5 minutes and then you realise it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's how it is.
Yeah. It's never normally as bad as your mind makes it up to be. That's the thing.
Never is.
Yeah. But yeah,
And I
yesterday
feel
I skipped class because I'd already spoken to them and I didn't really have much work to show them since the last time I'd seen them, so I didn't go in, and instead I walked like 3 miles to go to a reptile shop and look at the lizards.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. I saw some of the pictures.
Yeah, some people would say that's sad, but I just say that's I don't think it's sad. I don't think I'm sad walking all that way. Fine, I had a good time.
I'm not sad.
Oh,
What makes me go sad?
it's all good, all good. Nah, it was fun. But yeah,
No, that's good.
I'm
Yeah.
like adamant.
Animal therapy is a thing for a reason.
Yeah, I'm like adamant at the moment that after university I'm gonna save up and get myself a chameleon.
Oh,
I need a chameleon. You have no idea. It's of great importance I have a chameleon. So you know,
maybe
if
one day when you get rich and famous off of being an animator, uh, I know that's a reality, but maybe one day when it happens, you can get a bunch of chameleons and you can be a chameleonaire.
oh, see what you did there. Nice wordplay. That's the dream. That's the dream.
Thank you. Yeah, dude.
Uh, and then I walked all the way back into
Mm-hmm.
town, bought a huge fucking blanket that I don't need with money that I don't have, and then I stayed in my house for the rest of the day with it and did
Is it a
absolutely.
cozy blanket?
It is. It's a big, massive purple one, and I love it.
Very good. Hey, I'd say money well spent.
Yeah. Ugh. But I need to save up my money. I have none.
Oh no.
I have zero money.
Well, I mean, I guess that's normal for college and university students.
Yeah. It's an
Or even
unpleasant
more.
reality for most. Oh well. Did
It is.
you watch? Have you watched Birds of Prey?
I have not, and I don't intend to because I just don't.
Hmm. Oh, you went a bit quiet there, Wiley. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. I said I have not, and I don't intend to because I just don't care.
Okay, that's fair enough. Oh no, I was just gonna say it was good. Better than Suicide Squad.
I heard Suicide Squad wasn't great, and I had like no interest in seeing that movie anyway. So I'm like,
Are you not a big
what am I
fan?
really missing?
Are you not a big fan of DC?
Okay. I actually the best superhero movie I've seen in recent memory was from DC,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't. It was Shazam. That
I've heard a lot of good things about
it
it,
was.
so I can understand that.
It was. It was a long movie, yes, but it didn't feel like a long movie. Every minute was like worth it there, and they did a great job with it. And God, it was so good. It was better than anything I had seen from Marvel. Which,
Oh
but at
really?
the same time, yeah, honestly,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
is oh, it was so good. It was just like its own. It didn't try to be something it wasn't. It was its self-contained movie. Had story to tell, and that's totally like you can still do that and make a good movie.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. That's the problem with like a lot of DC films. Like they try their best to like do exactly what Marvel did, and like what Marvel did, it happened almost like seamlessly with all like their cinematic, with like the extended universe and everything. And I think that's where DC flopped significantly. It's like they just tried so hard to do what they did.
Right.
I think and it was good. But I think it's good that they have like little self-contained story like Shazam. I haven't seen that yet, but I do intend to.
You are in for it.
I'll remember that. I'm looking forward. Is it on Netflix? Are any DC films on Netflix?
Let me take a look. See, I can actually look it up right.
Thank you.
Ah, it doesn't appear to be.
Oh, awful.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Well, they got Into the Spider Verse on there.
Right, if I am correct, right, I'm gonna just double check now. Um, I don't think it's on the UK Netflix. I don't think Spider Verse is on the UK Netflix. And if it still isn't right now, I'm going to be absolutely crushed. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not on there, and my day is ruined.
Damn it!
That is upsetting. But at least we have all the Ghibli films coming onto Netflix.
Well, that's good anyway.
Yeah, I watched Castle in the Sky a few weeks back, and it's my new favorite film.
Mm-hmm.
My new favorite film.
Oh wow, very good.
Have you seen Castle in the Sky?
One of Okay, I don't want to step on anyone's toes here.
Uh-oh.
If the Ghibli films, if they're good to you, if you like them, that's great, fantastic, wonderful. However, I've watched a couple of them now, and I gotta say, I can't remember a single thing about them other than they looked really good.
I completely don't get where you're coming from. Like, a lot of them are really they're weird like that. Like, a lot of them don't feel like they have a story,
Mm-hmm.
but then the ones that do, I think, work fantastically. But a lot of them, I get what Miyazaki, the guy who like does them all. I get like his philosophy with what he tries to do with the films, but uh, I don't know. Like, a lot of people, and forgive me, people in the chat, um, with my neighbor Totoro doesn't really have like a memorable plot, honestly, and that's like one of the bigger
Mm-hmm.
ones. I mean, it's fun, and like I will sit down and watch it, but like
Right.
I remember just watching it for the first time, and it just felt like it just ended before it began, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just very underwhelmed by that.
Yeah. What is exactly his philosophy on making movies? Because
Oh,
I don't believe I know that exactly. Maybe it just requires a different perspective.
yeah. Um, oh, how does he do it? Like, it's hard to put into words, but like, it's just like the simple things in life. He tries to like mirror that. So like he focuses on like the little things almost, which is why most of his
Okay.
animation is like is like beloved. Is like it just shows like the humanity in the characters, which is great, and it's like a really great approach. But I feel like sometimes you're just watching a screen and you're just watching nothing happening. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and he has like a philosophy with villains and like bad guys and antagonists and everything, which I really like. Is that like nobody is inherently evil, so like you can watch a Ghibli film and kind of empathize with every character in a certain way, and I really like
Mhm.
that. And like when that's done properly and everything, I think it's great. It's like I'm guessing you've seen Spirited Away. Have you seen that? If you
I
haven't,
think
that,
so.
oh, okay,
It was one of those things where it's the one with the little girl and the parents eat the food.
yeah,
I'm not
that's it.
spoiling anything. This
That's
happens
the
in like the
one.
first 10 minutes. Okay, okay.
That's the
So
one.
yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah, like I think obviously that's one of the ones where it's done really well, and like I really like.
Hmm.
There's this witch who like controls the bathhouse. Have you seen the whole film?
I have seen the whole film,
Yeah,
but
so
I just can't. It's hard for me to recall like just about like
well,
anything substantial that happened in that movie, unfortunately, which is a
okay,
shame because a lot of people have said like this is like a really good movie. Like, oh my god, it's like their best one that they made, and
yeah,
I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. It
okay,
looks good, it looks great.
yeah, that's okay.
I don't know.
That's fair. But like the witch in that Yubaba is actually one of my favorite characters. I don't know why.
Ah,
Like
yes.
she comes off as a massive bitch, and she is a massive bitch, and like she's really cruel and everything. But at the end of the day, she doesn't really have any like ulterior motives. She's just there to make a living and to like
Hmm.
look after a kid and everything.
Oh yeah, this is the one with the giant baby ass. That's right.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
That's right. I remember. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with giant baby ass all up in my screen.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one.
You say that about a lot of Ghibli films, I'm sure. It's a weird one. What is going on in chat? How is chat doing tonight?
How are the cool chaps? How are the cool cats doing?
Cool cats? Cool cats in the cool chat? I apologize in advance if I accidentally have interrupted you a lot already. There's hella lag, probably because we're on different continents.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Nothing I say really is that, don't really have anything exciting to say. It's fine.
Let's see. Oh, last night, the creative thing that I worked on to get myself out of my, just animating. Hey, animating along with, I guess this is kind of similar to a podcast in a sense.
It can be, yeah.
Chatting.
Yeah.
But last night, to get myself out of my anxious boredom state, I recorded half of a song for a friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a song. Well, actually, it's a whole album inspired by the game One Shot,
Oh, shit.
which is like the best experience I've ever had playing any game ever. I won't say it's the best game ever, but it is the best experience that I've had playing a game ever.
Okay.
And my friend is making a full like album outlining the story of that game, which is like the coolest thing ever. And he's been going ham on it. He's been doing like album artwork for every like section of uh like the album, because it's like a rock opera, so it's like one really long song, but I'm sure he'll like break it up into smaller, more easily digestible bits and pieces once it's
All right.
done. And once it's out, I'm gonna promote the frick out of it because my homeboy's going hard on it.
Yeah. Drop me the link. I want to check it out.
Oh, let me
if you
see.
can. If not, obviously, don't worry about it.
It's not out just yet, but he has been working on it, and he's
That's okay. That's fine.
got some artworks to show off. I'll drop it in the chat there. Give my homeboy some publicity.
Publicity.
Currently working on this Beefy Sevens dance sequence. What's a Beefy Sevens dance sequence? I gotta know what that is. That is a combination of words and numbers that I never thought I'd see together.
This beefy 7-second dance sequence. So they're animating a dance.
Oh! Okay, that makes more sense. Shows what I know about animation.
Oh no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Fox's Fire.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, this is it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give them a follow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
A follow.
Good. His artwork is fantastic too. Like, holy shit.
Let's have a look.
Oh, there's some like works in progress of the songs on his Twitter. Dude, he's been. Oh my god, I need to listen to these. Oh,
What?
Jin's Neolite. Oh, that's who that. Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Silly me. Hello and welcome to the stream.
What? Oh. What? Wait, I'm confused. What's going on?
The profile picture for Teo and Jins Neolite are the same. Am I to believe that those are the same people, or is just the chat glitching?
I can see that as well. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they, I don't know. I'm gonna give that a refresh. Maybe they've just coincidentally got the same profile picture. Ah, right.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's the name.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay. Your secret's safe with us on the internet.
Won't tell a soul. I'm still
Except I said it out loud in this stream, so I guess it's not. Sorry.
Oops. My heart went oop.
My heart went boop.
My heart went oops.
Oops, I did it again. I'm gonna put the link to the stream in Puppet Chat because I can't.
Sure thing.
Should I at everyone?
At everyone? What? Where now? In your server?
Not in my server, in the Puppet server.
Oh, that. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, boys.
Oh.
Let them know that they can join, like the chat, like the voice call if they want. They're more
I
well. They're more
I
than
didn't
welcome.
enjoy that burp at all. Like there was fluid with that one. I didn't enjoy that.
Oh, okay. Oh, oh. That's unfortunate.
It's like whenever you burp up fluid, it's like a teaser for a vomit that you might have in the.
Oh. Oh no.
You know?
Yeah. Oh dear. That's unfortunate.
But here's the thing though. Thank you. 10 out of 10 burp. But here's the thing though, a lot of those vomits get stuck in development hell and they just never come out, you know? Because that's a thing in the industry.
Yeah. This is just production hell. People, there are layoffs.
And
People get fired.
and eventually it ends up like if it comes out, it ends up being like Delgo.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 You know anything about Delgo, you know.
Oh dear.
God bless him for sticking it out and trying to make the most of it, but whew.
Hey, if we want to talk about production hell and a terrible outcome, we can talk about cans without labels. Do you know about cans without labels, Wiley?
I know enough about cans without labels, but please do enlighten us.
The guy who made what was it called? The guy who made Ren and Stimpy, who's a prick, might I add, a terrible human being, and he can go fuck himself. Started a GoFundMe campaign to make this short, and he didn't achieve any of his goals. He took everyone's money. It took him 10 years to make this short. This is just me being very vague in it, but but yeah, it took I think it took about 6 or 7 years to make, which is ridiculous, and it was absolutely horrendous. And
It was
animation
unfinished garbage. Oh, sorry.
utter horror.
It was unfinished garbage.
Indeed.
Much like a can without a label.
Exactly. Like a can
an
without
empty
a label.
Can with a label.
Yeah. Or a can that's been microwaved. So the microwave's fucked. The can's really, really hot and horrible. The food inside of it's ruined. And the house is burning down.
Damn it, John K. Did you put a fucking aluminum can inside the microwave?
I wouldn't put it past him.
God damn it. You need to get a new one.
Shame on him.
It was fresh, too.
It was.
It was a magic chef.
Damn. Got some fucking... just a tin of fucking ravioli as well. I love me some ravioli, but it's fucking ruined. Fuck my life.
Cans, more like can't.
Stop now, you're gonna make me fucking die from all this humor. Oh.
You know where that animated short belongs? In the garbage can without a label.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh.
Ah!
Oh, Wiley, why'd you do that? Oh no. Top
How's it going, Asa?
Oh, is that a Asa?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Oh, hi girl. Hi girl, how you doing? Oh. Animating, you have to be in the mindset for it. And the past 2 days I haven't, so I'm very behind. Oh.
No.
I know. It's fine, man. It's fine.
It'll all work out.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Things usually do.
Yeah. We'll be fine. How do you think this is looking so far, Wiley?
That's the thing. It's like anxiety isn't reasonable. You know?
Yeah.
There's no reasoning with it. You could have every like fact in the book about it, but and then your mind's just like, yeah, but what if that's all bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, shit, you're right. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that before. Now that's all I'm gonna think about.
Yeah. It's the worst feeling in the world. But then, like, it does help when it does help when you realise that, like, the things that you worry about won't be relevant in, like, a week's time.
Yeah.
That usually helps me if I just remember that. So, you know, little tip for people who get anxious.
And a lot of the time, things, just having faith that things will work out in the end, even if something seems bad in the moment. Like, just having faith that things are going to work out just fine. Usually they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anxiety's weird.
What am I doing?
All good. How you all doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. Got the bulk of my work done that I've been focusing on this most of 2020, actually. Almost all of it. Jesus Christ. And now I don't know what to do with my life.
That's exactly how I felt after I finished my work on Has-Been. Even though I was in uni and I had work to do, I just felt lost. I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do when I'm procrastinating my actual coursework now?
I felt the same way after the Has Been premiere, but I had much less of a reason for it, other than I was hyped to see the whole thing.
I get you.
Like, I had watched it and I'm like, oh, I haven't done anything this cool. I'm a piece of shit.
Oh no, don't think that. Don't think that, boy.
I don't know what to do.
No. Yeah. That's that. Still though, it's a
No,
mood.
yeah,
That's
but
a
it's we all find our groove eventually.
yeah. Exactly. Oh. Jesus Christ! It's 12:30 in the night, which is like middle of the day for me.
I I relate so hard to that. It's like, oh, what's only midnight, dude? I got like 7 hours before I have to go to sleep.
That is how I've been thinking, which I think is where all my problems are like coming from. Oh.
What I want to know is, I'm pretty sure I'm stealing this from a post somewhere on Tumblr or some shit, but what I want to know is, when did oh wow, it's midnight turn into, oh, it's only midnight?
That is, yeah, that's something I want to fucking know. When did that happen? When the fuck?
Like, how long was that transition period between, oh man, I stayed up till midnight, woo, between, and then, oh, it's only midnight?
Because I remember, like, when I was little, if I stayed up to midnight, I knew I was in trouble. Like,
Oh
so
no.
it was like, oh no, if my parents find out I was up till 10 o'clock at night, they're gonna freak out. And now I'm staying up till like 4 a.m. most nights.
Reminds me of that Fairly Odd Parents bit. What was it? Timmy's like, all right, I get to watch the meteor shower, and because it's only 8 o'clock, I won't miss it. Oh hey, Timmy, that reminds me, it's daylight savings time. We have to spring forward. Click. He falls asleep immediately.
Oh, I love like the older Fairly Odd Parents episodes, like especially like the one-liners from Timmy's parents are utter gold.
Oh yeah,
Absolute
for sure.
comedy gold. Oh, Discord. What's the matter?
What?
Discord screaming at us.
Chatting with people while streaming.
I swear I'm on so many like servers on Discord. I don't know where these noises are coming from.
I have majority of my servers muted except for everyone mentions.
Yeah.
Or at me directly mentions.
I need to go through them all my servers, to like figure out, like, I need to mute all the ones I'm not really active on. But then how many how many servers are you on?
Oh. You want me to count them?
Oh.
There's kind of a lot.
Uh-oh. Because I know I've got
I
about
guess probably around 35.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I've got 11, and I thought that was a lot. I thought that 11 was a lot.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I have a lot of work. Most of it is work related. Some of them are like friends servers that I've just joined and don't really participate in.
Oh, like I feel so bad because I join so many servers and then I'm inactive on most of them.
Yeah.
That,
Too.
and like that's just one of the joys of being an animator, is that you get to see the sun rise in the morning without sleeping. one of the many joys. The second one is actually getting to sleep after you've finished. But that rarely happens. Ugh. Oh look, it's Dweller. Dweller of the server.
Hi, Dweller. How's it going?
They're in here looking for things to draw porn of.
Normal to not be active in Discord servers when you're in. Yeah. I mean, I want to leave some of them, to be honest, but at the same time, I don't want to miss, like, one, I don't want someone to come to me like, dude, what the fuck? Why'd you leave my server? Are we not friends anymore or something? And it's like, no, that's not it at all. It just, there's a lot of them that I'm in, okay?
Yeah.
All right? And I need to make room for work projects, man. It's not personal.
Oh dear. R.I.P. Rest in rip. Oh.
And then some of them are for projects that I auditioned for over a year ago, and barely any progress has been made.
Oh really?
And yet, for some reason, I can't bring myself to leave.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. And what have they just like gone silent? These projects.
Some of them have been completely silent.
I think it's
Others have just been. Oh, what's up?
What were you saying, Wiley? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying. What was I saying? Was I saying anything important?
You were saying about
Some of them have been silent for a long time. Some of them just don't talk about anything related to the project at all anymore, which makes me wonder, like, hey, it's still happening?
Yeah, I think those ones you're kind of like safe to leave, honestly. But that's
Probably.
like, that's up to you. It's up to you what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it should be fine. And what's that? One of your voice actors just left without responding for like over a month. At least you're not ignoring them. Yeah, that's bad practice. If you're not going to respond to the people that have hired you and then you're just going to leave, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's a bit of a naughty thing to do.
Absolutely. And I know is making stuff happen. Like, I know episodes of her thing are coming out, and it's still being made. So thank you for that, and not falling and not succumbing to the what I call the casting call club curse that a lot of those projects seem to fall into. It's like it'll get done, and it just never.
Oh. I think that's the thing though. Like a lot of these people that do all these projects, it's a case of having like coming up with something that you go like, oh my god, this is a great idea, and then like
Mm-hmm.
immediately jumping into it and going, right, we need voice actors for this, and then like shortly after you realize, oh wait, this isn't gonna go, well. I'm just gonna drop the project, which
Yeah,
happens a lot.
it's the double-edged sword of casting call club, really.
Yeah, I think you do have to be lucky because I think like 1 in like 20 of these projects like become really successful. Would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh.
As
Oh.
unfortunate as it is, but that's the kind of thing. It's like the low bar for entry that Casting Call Club has. That means anyone can do literally any project, which is cool. But that also means that literally anyone can start any project, including people who aren't going to follow through with it,
Yeah.
especially if they're unpaid. It's like unpaid, like you're risking nothing.
Yeah. That's like with what's it called? There's like a GoFundMe page. A GoFundMe site. I think it's Indiegogo.
Yeah,
About this, but like Kickstarter and all that, you don't get funded unless your goal is reached.
right.
That confirmation, you need to go like through with it and like advertise and everything. With
Mm-hmm.
Indiegogo, you get the money even if you don't meet your goal. So like a lot of like scam artists use it just for like a quick bit of money.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
That's something that we found out recently. So, oops. Uh-oh. It's a bit of an unfortunate one. But yeah. Ooh.
At least if at least have something to show for your work. Like, oh, I have this idea for a video game or something, or I want to start a Let's Play channel. And th- I I feel like those aren't much of a thing anymore. The I'm gonna start a Let's Play channel one because come on, there's you you really don't need a freaking Kickstarter or Indiegogo or anything like that to do a Let's Play channel nowadays. Come on.
No. Um.
Open broadcaster software is free. People who want to do Let's Plays typically have access to games, usually on their PC. Those are already there. A microphone, you can get a decent one for not that much.
Yeah. Exactly. Um.
There you go. That's
I think that's the thing though. I mean, I think on like certain streaming sites and everything, you can. Wait, where was I going with this? This happened again. Sorry. Uh, you can get away
it's
with
okay.
like you can actually like make like a name for yourself and stuff like that. But with YouTube, the algorithm is so screwed. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
like if you think now, oh, I'm gonna start a career on YouTube, you'd have to be very very lucky.
Yes.
Like I remember when I was in college, like I hope if this guy and I highly doubt the guy's gonna like find this, and I'm not gonna name any names, so
Mm-hmm.
like he can't really come to me and say, yo, what the fuck. But there was this guy I was in college with who like went like joined the course and like his I think the reason he wanted to join the course is that so like he could become a YouTuber. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like filming and media and everything, and he was like, oh, I want to learn how to do editing so I can become like a cool YouTuber and like get loads of and like his like plan was, oh, I'm not gonna get like I'm not gonna get a job or anything. I'm just gonna do YouTube videos.
Good luck.
Yeah. So
Especially with how the YouTube climate is nowadays. No.
yeah, yeah. So
No.
I don't. I mean, I didn't have the guts to tell him, yeah, that isn't gonna happen. I was just like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's cool. But like,
Yeah.
I think he's figured it out that that isn't gonna happen.
Oh well. Learn along the way.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? YouTube might sort its shit out in a couple of years. Doubt it, but might do.
Hey, I don't think it will, but I would love to be wrong.
Exactly. Ugh. We
Please,
need it. We
YouTube,
need
prove
a
me wrong. Prove me wrong. I want to be wrong.
we need a new like a video streaming service.
Yeah.
YouTube can go suck a nut. As far as I'm concerned. Ironic that I'm using YouTube, I know, but hey ho.
It's one of those things where, how do I put it? Because YouTube has been around for so long and it's been the premier video site for such a long time, it's hard for any new like video hosting service to pop up and overtake it because, well, good luck trying to get people to move on from YouTube over to this new site when things like that have been introduced over the years that YouTube has been in business, like the biggest one I think is like monetization.
Oh god, yeah.
Because any new video site that pops up is going to be essentially a startup. And how do you think that's going to look to advertisers when they know YouTube's been around and they know that YouTube gets views and there's already established people on there. Like there's just no incentive for advertisers specifically to try out this whatever new video sharing platform is.
Oh, I'm a little bit.
Which is very disheartening.
Yeah, I'm a little bit not concerned, just kind of like weary about where the internet is going. I'm a little bit worried, just like because like this has happened now with like all copyright laws and what was it called? Copper with YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like it doesn't feel as bad as like the way everyone was making it out to be, but like it's like the little things,
Right.
the little things at the moment have like started to like pick up on. Like I've got playlists, music playlists, and a lot of the music has like been removed off of it because it's been like marked as content made for kids.
Oh.
Soundtracks from animated shows and everything, which is so annoying, and that in itself should like
that's one of the weirdest stuff to me. Because why wouldn't you be able to add a video to your own personal playlist if it's marked for kids?
I know. Like the only reason I think that would be the case is because like if it's marked for kids, because a lot of like there was like a spark in like kids toy videos on YouTube and they'd make millions and it was literally just garbage content. So YouTube were like, yeah, this is shit. We should do something about this. I don't really think that's like nearly as complex as it actually is, but that's just my take on what it is. Am I boring you? I'm sorry. Am I going on?
No.
Oh,
You're fine. You're fine.
I feel like I'm just going on now. Oh, but yeah. God, the internet is awful.
It's one of the best things ever.
I mean,
it sucks sometimes.
Yeah. It's fantastic, but at the same time, it's ruined so many lives.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Yeah. Oh well.
They already have YouTube Kids, by the way. Yeah, like what the why? Oh, why not just focus? I don't know. YouTube's weird, man. YouTube is what is going on with it?
Exactly.
Surely there'd be some kind of workaround for the whole playlist thing, though. Sorry, I'm not done with this. Surely there'd be some kind of workaround for the whole playlist deal, because
You'd think, wouldn't
you
you?
should still be able to add a video to your own personal playlist.
Exactly.
Like, could I make my playlists private and then so that okay. Because like I could see maybe if a kid like clicks on this video that's suitable for kids, and then like my playlist automatically comes up in the as thing that they're going to continue watching for whatever reason. For whatever reason we can't work around that, could I at least make that playlist private so that I could add video to that playlist? Is that a thing I could do? Maybe. It seems like a pretty simple workaround so that no one can access it except for me.
Oh, well, apparently not.
I don't know, man.
I did see. I was watching a video. It was like a review of something, and they were advertising like another like video service that like a load of creators are making, and it is like a it's like a streaming service almost. You do have to pay for it, so like I don't know whether it's gonna get like it's gonna get picked up a lot by people and like bought or anything, but it's just like a load of creators just sticking their videos on this new site instead. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm interested to see how that goes, honestly. I don't know though. We shall see.
I'm in support of anyone trying to give YouTube a run for its money because it desperately needs competition right now.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing as well. Like as soon as YouTube notices that there's competition, it buys the competition. I say YouTube. It's Google. Google owns YouTube, so like it's Google that's doing it. Ugh.
Google is like the EA of the internet. Speaking of EA, fucking Origin just popped up.
Oof.
I knew I was talking shit. Like immediately as I said the words EA, it just popped up. Regardless, chat. It's a complicated relationship with the internet. Yes, that is absolutely true. Boo-hoo, kids are seeing inappropriate stuff on YouTube, and you as the parent should take responsibility for that, not YouTube. YouTube's not a babysitter. Yes, 100%. YouTube is not a replacement for cable TV. Like TF2 Bill says. Hi, Zach, by the way. Yeah, cable TV. It's not, the beauty of YouTube was that it wasn't that, and that literally anybody, like anybody could be like a celebrity on YouTube. That's why Fred was so big, because he wasn't on TV and like people liked his stuff.
Yeah.
Dated as it might seem now, it was one of the things that the internet loved back in the day. So
it's mad how that's the case though, because looking at it now, you're like, oh my god, how did anyone find this entertaining? It's like he went on iCarly, and I didn't know who Fred was, and I saw that iCarly episode, and it just made me not want to watch Fred. Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And then didn't he like get his own show or something that didn't last very long at all?
No, it didn't last very. It's the same with the Annoying Orange.
Yeah. Annoying Orange did the same thing. For some reason, it got onto Cartoon Network. I don't.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that happened.
And I feel like both of those things suffered from the same fatal flaw, was that type of content that those two creators make, Annoying Orange and Fred, it's good for little bite-sized doses, like 3 to 5 minute videos that can be posted on the internet. You just turn off your brain and watch for a few minutes to be easily entertained by a few cheap jokes and just a couple laughs here and there. Try to extend that to a 22-minute show and it wears out its welcome real quick.
Yeah. Precisely. Oh.
They had like 3 movies on Nickelodeon. God, really milking that name dry.
Ooh.
And I mean no disrespect to like the guy behind Fred, like Lucas Cruikshank himself, obviously. I understand he's got to eat. He wants to like make that bank, you know,
Of course.
ride that wave as long as he can. I get that. I get that. But, you know, one of those
Yeah,
things.
I
And
get you.
the charm got lost in translation, I think is what it comes down to.
Yeah. Oh well. Ooh, well. Let's see. Oh.
So do you do so it looks like from what I've been able to gather watching people post works in progress and seeing you and other people's animated works and stuff. You do like the main animation of like the body first and then like lip syncing usually comes later.
Yeah, the lip syncing, it's a lot easier if you do that separate.
Right.
Yeah, because they, like, the mouth usually goes at its own different, like, frame rate, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. So,
Oh yeah.
aren't here yet, because, Puppy here, he only says one thing. He's like, and then she interrupts. But, like, you see, like, here, I don't know whether you'll be able to see here, because, there's a bit of a lag on the stream. But,
That's all right.
so, like, if you look at the, like, the, what's it called, the timeline at the bottom, which is where I'm scrubbing across. So like it's like little blocks with the number 2 on them. That's like how many like frames are on the. That's like how many frames that the image is going to be on. So like with the mouth and everything, it usually goes on ones because the mouth is like moves so fast when you're talking, and it's just a lot
Right.
easier to animate on its
Okay.
own separate thing.
Gotcha.
I mean, people.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah. Who needs school when you've got me? But yeah.
I mean, hey, I can't afford to go to an animation college. So, and you know, the internet is full of really wonderful things
Yeah. To
like
be
tutorials on how to animate.
yeah. To be fair, not a lot of people in animation school can afford to go to animation school.
They just love it too darn much.
Exactly. Exactly. They
You
just
want to try animating a rap music one day? Ooh.
give it a go.
Ooh. An animated rap music video is so cool. Yeah, that'd be neat, dude. I've thought about like animated music videos and how cool those are. I love every animated music video I've seen pretty much just because it's 2 things I love: cartoons and music in one.
Have you watched that Game Grumps music video they released recently with the wolves?
Oh, was it the one that like Night Runner, the synthwave song with Dan?
Yeah, that's right. I watched that last night. Loved it.
It was very good, yes. Well, no, I saw part of it, but I did like what I saw. I think I got distracted by something else.
That's fair.
I need to go back and like actually watch it.
Nah, it's really good. I think after university, I'm gonna like take the time to I need to take the time to like do research on how people animate certain things. So I think that's like the next stage for me because like I'm happy with like how I'm animating my own things, but if I'm going to succeed in the industry, I need to broaden my skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Get
mean,
those new perspectives.
yeah, and I mean, it'll always be good for me to know certain things as well. So, yeah. Ooh. I'm looking at some internships now in London, which is pretty exciting. So, fingers crossed I get them, or I get one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, boy.
Why not all of them?
Well, who knows? You can have like a Miley Cyrus Hannah Montana thing going. And I'm living a double life in 2 different studios.
Yeah, dude. What's stopping you? Other than,
Nothing.
time and mental health.
Oh, those 2 things? Oh, that old
What?
thing?
Who needs those? What are you, a puss?
You have feelings? No thanks. Ooh, I'm a tired boy tonight. Which is weird because I woke up at 2 p.m. So I haven't really done much today.
Yeah. Waking up earlier is one thing I would love to learn how to do, because if you wake up earlier in the day, I think it helps your productivity and
Yeah.
just gets you in a better mindset of working. Like if you wake up noon or something, it's like, well, the days have gone. Like you don't feel like you have a lot of time to do things.
Yeah.
There's probably a more complex scientific reason for that, but that's the surface level. That's what I feel whenever I wake up late.
Ugh. There'll be time for figuring all that out after university.
Absolutely. The bed is too comfy. Shit, man, you're right.
Ooh. They got a point.
And it's cold.
It is cold. It is very fucking cold. And from what I've read and seen on the news, I'm about to be battered with two other storms coming up soon. Like one after
Oh
the other.
no.
Yeah. So I've got that to look forward to.
That sounds fun.
Oh indeed. Cannot wait.
Oh, just stay safe.
Oh, I'll try. Nah, I should be fine. Hang on. Listen to
It's nice
this.
and warm in me bed. Me no one leave.
Ah,
I just want to lie in my bed half naked while scrolling through Reddit, upvoting random posts on r/funny.
that's what I do. It was a lie when I said I woke up at 2 p.m. What really happened was I woke up at 11 a.m. and just laid in bed for 3 hours scrolling Twitter. That's how it normally goes.
Go play with some.
Yeah, I feel that.
Go play with some sticks or something.
I've been there. Love the flooding on a morning. Jesus.
Oh, that's right. We're in the same city. Oh shit! Can't wait for those floods again.
Oh God.
Can't wait for the fucking train tracks to flood just as I'm about to get on a train, and then having a replacement bus service packed with people take me home, because that's what happened. That's what happened
Gross.
last week. That's what happened last week. Fucking horrible. Ugh.
No fun.
Oh yes, very fun. Ugh. Just thinking about it makes me feel horrid.
Ugh.
It's fine though. Just stay indoors and animate.
Go play with some sticks or something.
Hey, did you say you were gonna like do another stream tomorrow?
Thinking of doing it. One sec. BRB.
Yeah, no problem.
BRB.
I'll keep the chat entertained. All right, chat. I'm about to lay down some knowledge for you. All right. Life is just one big meme competition. Okay, not mean competition, meme competition. All right. Let me level with you. The current winner of the meme competition is everyone who attended the Area 51 raid and didn't die. And I fully stand by that statement that Area 51 is the best meme of the 2010s decade. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it brought so many different people together from so many different parts of the world. Nobody died, which I'm surprised at that, but also like pleasantly surprised, you know?
What meme are we talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about Area 51, the best meme of the 2010s decade.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't know, man. I loved that one. That one was my favorite. Not only was it funny, but it in so many different ways, but I don't know, it just brought people together. And it's like scope and its reach and its universal adoredness. I don't know. I that's my vote for the best meme of the 2010s.
I don't think anyone's going to disagree with you there.
But hey, I'm open to new perspectives.
Yeah, boy.
Keep me entertained with your great voice. Well, I can keep you entertained with some great voices. You still there, Ed?
I'm here. Sorry. Sorry. Just doing an animate.
Yes. You have to be in your zone for that.
Yeah. Sorry if I just become very quiet.
It's okay. My weird voices do that to people. I'm used to it.
It ain't that. It ain't that. I'm just trying to concentrate on
No. It totally is that. You don't have to.
Oh, you make me feel bad now.
No.
No.
Just being silly for the sake of the stream.
Of course. Ooh.
Come here and let me nibble on your ear.
No. What? Well, that's just rude. but at least you asked.
Did I ask? No, I think that was more of a command. I need to remember to ask for consent first. Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. Oh shit. Well, wait.
Silly hours.
Way to fucking go. Silly hours, that's right. 1 till 3. Silly hours, boys.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
You know, one time I read somewhere that the most creative time for human beings in the day is like between midnight and 3 o'clock a.m.
That's about right. That's probably why I'm up all the time.
I mean, it's not wrong. Like, honestly, some of my best ideas have come from that exact like time frame.
Yeah.
If I may throw in another meme into that hat, most recently the Animal Crossing and Doom communities have this amazing wholesomeness going on because of their games coming out on the same day. Oh, that's pretty great.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I love it. Blessed.
any memes that bring communities together like that, I say that is a net positive for the internet.
Of course. You're not wrong.
I like to think of memes as a type of, almost as a type of performance art, right?
In a way, yeah, I suppose.
Because let me put it this way: because you have this template. I've said this before in my regular chat all the time, but I don't think I said it anywhere like publicly like this. But you have these templates that the internet just collectively decides, like, all right, this is the general idea of what this stands for. Go crazy with it. And then anyone who inhabits the internet can take it and be like, this is what this means to me. And then they put it up on the internet and other people can laugh and comment and share it. And you know, it helps people feel less alone in the world. And, you know, that it resonates with them, makes them laugh.
That's always a
And
positive.
yeah. And I think what is art if not that?
Exactly.
Put assigning meaning to an image, and I don't know. That's how I see memes, and that's why I think they're a beautiful thing, and that's why they need to be celebrated and not punished.
Wiley, I think you're going a little bit too into it. It's just shit posts.
Just shit posts?
It's just shit posting.
Not to me. Not to me, they're not, damn it!
Okay. Well, we'll put a pin in that and we'll come back to that later. No, I get what you mean. No, that's a good way of thinking about it. What's that?
Memes are the best when they bring people together. That's my bottom line.
Oh no, you're right. Okay.
You got a knuckles with your face. Oh man, that was a good one too. Everyone got to like. Oh, that was such a good one.
Do you know the way? Bless them. Wiley.
Yeah.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way, brother? Oh, blessed.
That was a blessed meme.
I think there was a school actually in Uganda that just fucking graffitied Knuckles all over it.
Oh man.
I think that's like the perfect example of what you were just saying as well.
Yeah. It's art reflecting real life. What was I gonna? I was reading Jins's thing. When I was in college, every time one of my flatmates returned, everyone would just click their tongue continuously.
What? Let me read that. What? So
Imagining that.
just click their tongue. What?
Oh my god. Like, just the nonverbal, everyone understands what's going on.
And TF2 Bill. Oh yeah. Best of luck with this animation. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I hope I get it done. That's for sure.
You will. You will. I know you. You will.
Yeah.
And I won't let you not do it, okay?
I know. You get scary. You get scary.
I'll animate it myself if you don't, all right? Yeah, that better motivate you to get it done.
Wait, what?
I said I will animate it myself if you don't do it.
I thought you said
And
you
I don't know how to do it.
Oh.
So you don't want me to animate, do ya?
Well, I better, you know, hopefully it doesn't come to that. I don't want to put you in that position.
It won't come to that. If it does come to that, and you see the way I animate things, which is I've never done it, you're gonna be like, no, I think I got this. I think I can finish this myself.
I appreciate the gesture, but nah, you are right. Thank you.
You'll suddenly be hit by a wave of inspiration once I step in and be like, all right, this is how we're gonna do it.
Okay, gather round. Gather round, come see how it's done. Ooh.
Does anyone else have a team like you have working on their?
What, in my class? Really?
Yeah, in your.
Honestly, I'm one of the only like third year students actually making a film. Um, and I think it's just because like it isn't that it isn't that no one else is allowed. It's just I just think a lot of people are more comfortable with just making like show reels, and because you can do that, you can make a set if you're doing stop motion. So you can build like houses and little models and everything, or you can do concept art. But I think I just always knew that I wanted to make a film. So and
Because you're ambitious, like.
yes, I've got most of the class working on my film. So you know.
Hey, it's. I mean, I was gonna say there's nothing wrong with that, but then I remember there's. Well, you are paying them, so I guess it's different.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have to pay them. That's the thing. They
You don't have to, but you're
I
going the extra mile.
yeah, like they have to do they have to help me with my film, otherwise they don't get a good grade. So like, I'm just being nice. No, you know, they
Yeah.
if anything, they should be paying me. They should be giving me money.
This stream is brought to you by forexposure.txt or underscore txt.
Some sticks or something.
Please follow that account if you want to laugh and also simultaneously lose your faith in humanity.
What was it called again?
At forexposure underscore txt.
Is that
I'll
a
just
real
put it in the
thing?
chat when yeah, it's be prepared to be angry is all I can say.
Oh God, can you link that to me? Because I actually want to. Oh, I think I'm gonna check that out.
It is in the chat.
It is. It is. Oh, there it is. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is. But it's also like I guess the positive is that there are people who are paying attention to this thing and know like the for exposure stuff is very what's the word? Bullshit.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of people taking solace in that fact and laughing at these
Fools.
people who are acting this way.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I can't just it's one of those accounts that I can't just like scroll through and read a bunch of the things. Otherwise I'll get too angry. If it pops up on my timeline, I'll read it once and I'll be like,
Oh.
man,
Yeah,
This
things like
person
that.
is.
Things like that. It just frustrates you because you're like, how can someone be so bloody stupid?
Mm-hmm.
And it astounds me how malicious these people can be as well, and just
Mm-hmm.
downright spiteful.
Yeah.
It is truly astounding.
Jokes on them. I ain't nice. Ha! Oh, did I ask one of the people in chat? Because I know Jins is working on a dancing robot film, and I'm kind of curious about that.
Oh sure. Oh look, it's Foxifier.
Fox!
We were just talking about
Hey,
them.
buddy.
Were we?
I
We were,
promoted your
weren't we?
Twitter earlier
Yes.
and your upcoming one-shot inspired album. Oh, Zach says, I've met some pretty ambitious folks in my time. I'd say that making an animated movie is definitely one of the more ambitious undertakings to do. Yeah? Yeah, even a short one is quite an undertaking because just animating is one of the most tedious and time-consuming jobs on the planet.
Oh yes, definitely. Like, my lecturers are like adamant that after this film I won't have a chance to make something for myself ever again. That's
Oh no.
I'm just like, I don't think that's necessarily true. But like, I can see where they're coming from with like the whole time aspect, because I don't think I'll be able to spend as much time on like the pre-production as I did with this.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, I had to like write a script and everything, so, and that's where a lot of my time that's where a lot of my time went as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I have like a
And
few
who knows?
ideas. I have a few ideas of what I want to do, like project wise after uni. I want to see about reanimating. There was this old show on BBC called Mongrels, which was
Mm-hmm.
it was like a puppet show. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Muppets and the Sesame Street. It was done like that, and it was like street animals in London, so like stray dogs, foxes, um, pigeons, and rats and everything. And it was like a really adult orientated show, and it was fucking hilarious.
Okay. That sounds
Um,
pretty good.
yeah, and there's just this one sequence that Connor, um,
Right.
he introduced it to me. Like, I remember seeing it when I was younger, but there was just this scene with these two foxes, and one of them's really sophisticated. Yeah, Ezra, you might know what it is. Mongrels from BBC Three. But yeah, there are these two foxes. One of them's like really sophisticated and quite posh, and the other one's like a proper scum of the earth, like just a terrible human being. Not human being, Jesus Christ, is a fox. Terrible fox. Um, um, and the fox that's terrible, his name's Vince, and Vince has just had a litter of baby cubs, and he's told the other fox called Nelson about it, and Nelson gets really excited. Oh my god, I'm gonna be an uncle, and he takes them into like his burrow. And he's like, oh yeah, there is one thing about these cubs that I forgot to tell you. They're all dead. So just like really like grotesque like shots of like bits of fox like scattered about, and this is like done in like really like cutesy with like really cutesy puppets.
Oh no.
And it's like, Sir Anthony
Oh
Hopkins,
no.
how did it happen? Said, oh well, Nancy only went and died during childbirth, and what about the poor cubs? Oh, they were fine, but then I got a bit peckish, and so I ate them. It's like, Vince, you ate your own cubs? Well, yeah, you know where it is, It's Saturday night. You can't be asked to go to the all-night garage. There's no food in the fridge. It's like, Vince, you've got Muller rice. Yeah, but no spoons. And it's just like a whole fucking. I'm gonna send you the link to it because I fucking love it. Actually, I'm gonna find it now so the whole chat can witness. Hold on.
Oh yes.
There are some. I will say there is a lot of offensive language. This was like.
Oh yes.
Yeah, just letting everyone, just making people aware there's some language that might offend because it's like quite very like it's just bad language. Just in case you get offended by that sort of shit. There we go. Let me find it. Yeah, here it is. But yeah, I really want to reanimate this whole sequence. I think it'll be hilarious.
That sounds great, man. I'd love to see it. Zach says, animators most definitely have my respect for the kind of work that they do. We've gone into detail with conversations about that. Absolutely. And God bless their souls. Like God bless your soul. Because it's so important. Obviously, it's called animation. The people who do the animation are pretty important. But I don't know, it feels underappreciated, especially with how much that has to be taken into consideration and how much time.
Definitely.
It's one thing to have a drive to create a thing that doesn't take that much, but it's an entirely different beast when you're doing something as time consuming as creating and tell a story, make it look good, make it feel good, make it sound. There's just a whole another level of respect for what you guys do. And I wish I had that,
I mean, it's never too late to have a go at it, so give it a go. One thing though is that I just really hate how animation is treated with like award ceremonies. So like the Oscars really throw the animators under the bus. So like I don't know whether you saw, but the film Klaus.
Yes.
Yeah, that got
very good film.
that got snubbed at the Oscars for Toy Story 4, I believe.
Man,
and
Toy Story 4 wasn't even that great. All right, I'm just gonna say it.
it was Pixar, but yeah, like it wasn't one of their best. And like it felt like it was kind of like kicking a dead horse because Toy Story, in my point of view, kind of ended with 3.
It honestly,
Yeah.
after seeing it, it honestly should have ended after 3. Like there was
some sticks or something, dear.
There's no. Here's the thing, because whenever I initially heard that they were doing a Toy Story 4, it was like, okay, well, Pixar certainly must have learned from Cars 2 that just because you can make a sequel doesn't mean you should. And also, Toy Story is their baby, right? Because that was like their first go at making a feature-length 3D animated film. So they know the legacy, and also the subsequent films afterwards have all been very well received, very good, very profitable. So surely with this 4th one, they would, treat it with utmost care and consideration and keep that in mind. And they wouldn't make Toy Story 4 unless they truly believed that this was a story that needed to be told And it wasn't.
Yeah, it really didn't. But that's, it's done now. But
It is.
the thing that pissed a lot of people off is that, so like the Academy, like the people who were like voting on all us, they had like descriptions and everything about saying like what they thought of each movie, and one of the people like described Klaus as unwatchable, which is
What?
absolutely ridiculous, and just shows how underappreciated animation is by like people at the
Oh,
Oscars. And so like honestly, I think there should just be like a separate award system for animation, like a separate award ceremony, something that's like covered equally as much as like the Golden Globes and the Oscars. But I know that
I
isn't going to happen.
agree with you. Unwatchable?
I know.
Really? They
Yeah.
must have not watched it. That's why they called it unwatched. Their Netflix was out and they couldn't, like their Netflix subscription ran out and they couldn't watch it. That's why they said it was unwatchable. That's the lore that I'm sticking to, and I'm gonna die on this hill because that is literally the most bullshit thing. Unwatchable.
I
Come
know.
on.
Yeah.
You didn't even see it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Everyone loved that movie. It was a good movie
I
too.
know. Yeah. I mean, like I would have been happy if Missing Link got the Oscar as well, because I've only just seen that, and I really enjoyed that as well. Um, wasn't as good as
Mhm.
Klaus, but I'd still be very happy if it got the award as well, because the animators did a fantastic job with that.
Mhm.
I wasn't too fussed on How to Train. I mean, How to Train Your Dragon is like such a beloved like animated like trilogy. Um, but
Mhm.
if I'm gonna be entirely honest, I wasn't happy at all with the direction they took the final film in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was very cliche, like, and like I just don't like. I'm not gonna go into it just in case there are people in the chat that haven't seen it. Have you seen it, Wiley?
I have. I have.
But
I did quite enjoy it.
yeah, like
But
it was good fun. There was some fun moments in it, but like I felt
mhm.
like can you understand where I'm coming from? Where I'm saying that it was a little bit cliche.
I think so, yeah.
Uh,
I think I do. Without, I know you don't really go into detail.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like I just think it's just so much of like an overused like trope with animated films where one of the main characters has to have a love interest. I just think
Mm-hmm.
that's, and I mean, to be fair, Klaus did that as well, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like it wasn't like forced too much. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like the whole.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
Yeah. It had its place in the story and it didn't detract too much from the main one.
yeah. I mean, I love DreamWorks. I love like,
Yeah.
it's so weird because like How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, etc. Stylistically, they are gorgeous, and then they go ahead and make something really weird like the Boss Baby. Wait, was that them? That was them, wasn't it? Boss
Was
Baby.
it? I don't even know. I never saw that one.
No, neither did I, but I know that it was weird.
Let me
Uh,
see. Who was that?
it was DreamWorks. Yeah, DreamWorks. So like, I really don't know what their deal is. Like, what's going on? What's going on over there, guys? And like Prince of Egypt, Sinbad, and stylistically, it's all gorgeous. So like, I don't know. Yeah. Uh, what do people in the chat think?
Say. Zach says, or Izza says, what Klaus was a masterpiece in the animation industry. Yes. Zach says, while I admit it was all right, his movie, referring to Toy Story 4, I think, it was definitely not needed in a way, leaving Bo's fate ambiguous left to the audience's own decision to think about is interesting. Honestly, what really kind of killed it for me was the ending of Toy
Yeah,
Story 4, which I won't go into too much detail about in case somebody wants to take a look see.
yeah,
But I didn't like the ending at all. It felt wrong, and it just kind of left. I feel like it could have been better if it ended differently. I would have received it a little bit better.
it kind of made me
Most,
feel quite numb. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like. I just felt really disappointed, and like, I really wish it didn't end that way.
Yeah,
But in a way,
yeah.
you can kind of understand why they had it that way. Like you can kind of
Mm-hmm.
understand the message that they were trying to get across, but at the same time, it just felt wrong. Like
It
after,
felt
like,
really out of character, and I won't say much more than that,
yeah,
to be honest.
like after 25 years, it just felt. Oh, I don't want to talk about
Oh,
it anymore. It's upsetting.
fair enough. Jin says, props to the lighting department on Klaus. The way they made 2D characters seem like 3D still blows my mind.
Oh yeah,
And that's pretty cool. Like blurring the line between 2D and 3D like that is pushing technology forward. And I'm always in favor of trying new things like that.
oh yeah, definitely. Ugh.
He's only remembers the Light Fury and the ending for How to Train Your Dragon 3. For Toy Story 4, she says there was a deleted ending and it would have made the movie so much better. Ooh,
I need to check that out.
I didn't know that. Oh, well, that would be interesting.
Do you know what Pixar movie doesn't get nearly enough as attention as it should?
My first thought was The Good Dinosaur, but what were you going to say?
Let's just say A Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life. Yeah, that's a good one.
Like it just came to my mind now. That's a fun movie.
Yeah, and
So, I mean,
it.
that's
What was I
what,
going to say?
what were you gonna say, Riley?
I don't know. I'm just remembering the movie. That was a fun movie. Great characters. Good story. It was a weird story, but it was a good story.
Oh yeah, definitely. Pixar's second film, I think it was.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Do you know what I didn't realise, which kind of puts a dampener on it, considering the atmosphere and everything? Is that
Oh, what's that?
Spacey voices the grasshopper.
Really? I no, I did know that. I just that's weird that that's a thing.
Yeah, like,
It
I
doesn't
didn't.
sound like him like at all.
No. Wait, let me check that. I'm gonna just double check now
No, I
that
think
I'm
you're
not
right.
wrong.
I've heard that. Uh,
Because I was. Am I. Am I wrong? No. Yeah, he's Hopper.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
It doesn't sound like him at all, which is that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that he can change his voice that much. I'm always impressed by that kind of thing.
oh yeah. Uh, it's just a shame, with all like
Yeah.
the context of all that shit that went down. Anyway,
Yeah.
changing the subject swiftly, moving on. Um, just gonna ram it. Yeah.
Zach says, I watched the first How to Train Your Dragon, and that was it, really. I didn't think much of the sequels or watch them either. I guess I missed some of the old BS with them. I enjoyed the trilogy very passively. Like, I watched the first one, and I didn't really watch it since. I watched the second one once and haven't really watched it since. And the third one I watched and haven't really watched it since. I do remember enjoying the series or the trilogy very much though. Like whenever I was seeing them. Second one I might actually have to go back and watch because I was at like struggling in life very much at the time that I saw it, so I couldn't really absorb the full thing. I was
Yeah.
too focused on I was too caught up in my own head at the time.
Yeah.
But I just love dragons, and so any movie that has them in it, I'm definitely going to be biased towards.
Dragons are always fun.
Fox says, I kind of wish Klaus did 2D looking lighting with 2D animation. That way it could warm people up to more 2D animation. We keep dancing around 2D animation, but never fully committing. Like Spider versus 3D trying to look 2D, Klaus is 2D trying to look 3D. I think, hey, there's nothing wrong with blending the new technology with the techniques of the traditional technology.
Yeah. I can see what they're trying to say. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm 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 here for both of those films. I thought they both did fantastically, and I think they both achieved, wondrous things. Um, oh, Tangled animated series is pretty wild. Yeah, you're right there. You're right there. I know that's just finished. That's a hidden beauty. Not a lot of people talk about that, but that's a fun
The
one.
only time I've ever seen people really talk about Tangled, the animated series, was that one shot that every animator on Twitter was talking about.
That was recently
And
as well, wasn't it?
yeah, it was the rotating one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And hey, I that's not my realm. I don't know about it. Maybe that is really hard to do. I can imagine it being hard to do, but I just don't know the full scope of it. But
Now, I couldn't
I don't
get my
know.
head around that scene, if I'm going to be entirely honest, because apparently it's all rigged and like rigged in
It was
2D.
what?
It was all rigged in 2D, so like it was all like
Oh wow.
puppet animation, so like Flash, not necessarily Flash, but like cutout animation.
Mm-hmm.
It was all that, and I just cannot comprehend how they managed to do that with rigs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I need to like look into rigged animation and stuff like that a little bit more, a little bit more before I say anything too much. Just because I think, with a bit of expertise, you can make it look fantastic, and that's proof. I really want to try it out.
Right.
I'm not very good at it, which I think is why I can't get my
You're
head
not
around
very
it.
good at it yet.
Yet, yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yet. Uh, a minute. What's this now?
Yeah.
When are we gonna get an actual 2D trying to look like 2D movie? Are we our casual? Um. I get what you're trying.
I
Sorry, were you gonna say, Wiley?
I gotta be honest, I feel like the whole "oh, nobody likes 2D animation anymore" is entirely manufactured. I feel like nobody is actually really tired of 2D animation.
Oh no, no, no. I, I, I just think that there is a bit of a stigma. I can kind of see what Foxify's saying here. I can kind of see how there is a stigma with like a lot of people that aren't like artistically like um like invested in the film. So like people working jobs outside of the creative field, they see 2D animation and they just instantly associate it with like children's films.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case with like a lot of people, but I know that it is certainly a case with a few. But what they're saying now about it looking about When are we going to get an actual 2D trying to look like a 2D movie? I think what Klaus was trying to do was just experiment with, just different things. Because when you look at like the early 2000s with 2D animation, it all looks great.
Mhm.
But I think with the way that they were going things, there's only so much that you can do with it. With the style that they were going with 3D animation, it's constantly like developing new styles and textures, like the software that they're using to make hair and fur and everything. 10 years ago, you couldn't dream of doing what you can do now with it.
Mhm.
But like with like the early 2000s, I felt like Disney kind of hit a brick wall, and so did DreamWorks with the 2D animation. I still loved it, and it still looked fantastic, but I'm kind of glad that they're experimenting with like making it like look kind of 3D with the shading, and I really do like what
Yeah.
they're doing with they did with Spider-Verse as well. But I definitely think that there needs to be that you don't need everything to be CG. I definitely think,
Right.
to have some hand drawn films in there as well would be, fantastic. I just I can fully empathize with what these guys are saying. So yeah, that's just my take on it.
Fair enough. There was a 3D animated movie that I saw not too long ago that had some really, maybe I'm not one to be judging, but the animation felt really cartoony and like top notch, like something you could see in like a classic Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah,
It was Spies in Disguise.
yeah.
They really had fun with some of the animation, and it felt very traditional Looney Tunes cartoony, and I loved that.
Oh yeah.
And also, it's a really funny film in general. There was even Fox, you'll like this. There was even like a reference to Will Smith's "That's hot, that's hot" in the movie, but it wasn't in like a forced kind of way where it was like, oh god, they're referencing that. It was just like it did fit the context what he was saying. It was just like if you know what that phrase means, then you'll get the joke. But if you don't know what it means, then it just sounds like another line in the film. And I think that's the best way to go about references like that is just slip it in there, like real subtle, and the people who know will know, if that makes sense.
I get you. Yeah. I actually haven't seen it. I really do want to. What do you think about the whole thing about? I know there's like, and like it's gone around Twitter so many times right now, and I'm kind of sick of seeing it. But like people are complaining about the character design of like there are these two Tom Holland characters. So there's one in
Mm-hmm.
Spies in Disguise and there's one in Onward, and they say that they look exactly the same. Like it's like a skinny character, like with a big nose. Do you know what I mean? What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? What's your take?
Well, on the surface level, one, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Two, on another level, isn't don't animators like sometimes base their characters off of the person that's playing them?
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing that they
That
do?
is a
Like,
thing that a lot of studios do.
and so why wouldn't I don't think they look exactly the same. Like,
No,
sure, there's some
they
similar.
don't. I like I do like the designs of the two main characters in Onward. I really
Mm-hmm.
do. I think they work perfectly. I'm not too sure on some of the designs of like the other characters. Like some of
Mm-hmm.
them look a bit weird. which I think not a lot of people were too happy that Disney's other, the newest first gay representation in Disney police character was a police character who shows up for
Yeah.
a minute on screen. I wasn't too impressed with the design of that character. I like a few of the other background characters. There was something very off about them. But yeah, I I can kind of see where they're getting at with saying, oh, these characters have the same like design traits, but where was I going with this? I had a point, but my mind's gone blank. It is late. Sorry.
It's okay.
To be honest, I don't really give a crap. I think, if they tell a good story and the character, comes across as believable, who the hell cares? I mean,
Yeah, honestly.
yeah, it's not as if they look exactly the same. They just have very similar, like, design traits. So, I mean, I do agree that, it's always good to, like, shake things up and, like, try different things, and I think studios should. But, I don't think they're too similar, so who cares?
Jin says, I've seen the concepts they made for the character, and it's vastly different. A lot of characters go through transformations in, like, especially in pre-production, I'm sure. You have one design for a character. The first drawing of SpongeBob looks pretty different from what we actually got. I don't know. And might have just been due to someone getting, like, someone seeing design that they liked more and just trying to incorporate. There's a lot of different moving parts that could contribute, I think. And and again, at the end of the day, I honestly don't care. Just tell me a good story and I'll be happy.
Exactly.
If I'm too busy thinking about the uh the way that this character looks similar to another character I've seen, then the story isn't doing its job as far as I'm concerned. And maybe that's what's bothering people. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I could be wrong.
From what I've heard, it's nice. It's a sweet film. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I did want to go see it.
Yeah, I really want to go see it. I think I'll probably see it this week. I'm gonna see how it goes.
It says, "Oh yeah, I saw that," and the guy from Ratatouille.
Oh yeah, that's right, him as well. But like at the same time, they do look different. They aren't all same face. If we're gonna talk about like design issues, talk about every female character in Disney. Like every main character.
Fair.
Every Disney princess, like from like Little Mermaid onward, have the same facial like structure, and like apparently that has something to do with toys. But that has something to do with like toy manufacturing, and it just makes it cheaper. And like I'm not being funny, but Disney can shut the fuck up if they're whinging about money. Disney has plenty of money. They can make whatever the fuck they want. They shouldn't be complaining about things being expensive. They own most of the world. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not
Make
wrong.
a character that doesn't look like a bloody clone.
If Teletoon in Canada can make very different designs for their female characters and make them look very distinct from each other, then so the frick can Disney.
Exactly. What's that? Pocahontas has more mature looking face. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. I love Pocahontas' design, and it's further complemented by the animation of Glenn Keane. Fantastic animator. Yeah. Pocahontas, I think, is one of the only exceptions, really. Everyone else, huge eyes, tiny face. I don't know. Same body.
Out of Disney's remakes, to be honest. Oh, yes.
Oh God, yeah. If I think we should stop after Mulan because from what I've heard, it isn't doing very well.
Well, critically, but financially, I mean,
Wait, no.
Lion King is hard
Actually,
to
actually, I think yeah,
Hmm?
financially, it isn't doing very well compared to the rest. I'm not too sure. This is just from what I've heard. Like, I read something about them considering just putting it on Disney Plus,
Hmm. Well,
but I don't know. I don't know. See what
you
it
know
is.
what movie they shouldn't touch with their grubby live action hands?
Oh, but what? But they're definitely going to go on.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Right, if they touch that fucking masterpiece, I'm going to kill someone. And that's not even an
I
exaggeration. Someone's going
honestly,
to die.
I'm I'm trying to imagine how that would go, and if I feel like I would actually feel personally offended if I went and saw it, if it and it didn't live up to the original, because the original is pretty darn great,
Yeah,
and you can't beat Earth, Eartha Kitt in that.
yeah. Eartha Kitt was made for that role, and unfortunately, she isn't here anymore. But yeah, I like,
Yeah, I
and that's the thing as well. When you were saying about the designs and how they take traits from the actors, Eartha Kitt, if there was a
Mhm.
live action film, Patrick Warburton would, be perfect for Kronk. Eartha Kitt would be
Yeah.
perfect for Yzma, but unfortunately we can't do that. And
Mhm.
oh, one sec. So Disney don't own them. Oh yeah, there's this whole thing about the rights to Mickey Mouse being the copyright terms will end in 2023. Nah, Disney is like trying their absolute best to like go around that because Disney have
Oh,
changed
they've been
so
doing
many.
that for years.
Yeah, Disney has changed so many fucking copyright laws just so that they could keep hold of characters. So Disney are definitely going to find a way around that. But
And you know what's so genuinely frustrating about that is I heard this somewhat recently. I think it was originally something like the copyright like laws before something goes public domain. It used to be I believe it was 21 years was the extent that you could have a copyright on a thing so that uh it wouldn't expire so late that you didn't ever have to create anything else, but you did have time to let whatever that thing is like grow and develop under your like watch. Like it was meant to encourage more creativity
yeah,
uh, with whatever that thing is for as long as you without being too overtly long, so that uh, you wouldn't ever have to create anything ever again. It was something like that. The video I saw it in, or whatever I read probably worded it much better than I did.
I get you.
But that's kind of the idea, and it really kind of bothers me a lot. There's some copyright garbage going on with not just not just YouTube, but like in the real world. Disney's kind of
Yeah. Hey, do you want to know something kind of fucked up? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, the answer is yes. I'm going to tell you anyway. Um, um, a few of my friends went to Aardman Studios, the guys who did Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run and everything. Apparently, if I don't know how accurate this is because this is just like from a friend, but apparently, if you work for those studios and you draw and you do any work outside of that, like that work automatically belongs to Aardman.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, that feels like that should.
yeah. I don't know how true that is or
So
how vague they
it,
were.
so if an Aardman anime does work on a Disney film
Oh no,
and Aardman claims to own.
the work that I don't think it really works like that. I think if you work for one company, like it as an in-house animator, and you go off to work for another company, you do like end their contract there. But I mean, like if you do anything original, or if you try and do like your own projects, it automatically isn't your own project. So like Aardman just like is like, yeah, this is ours now.
That's problematic.
Yeah, just a bit, just a smidge.
Well, could they at least you know, help the animator do something with it? Could they like market it? Could they, if they're gonna claim ownership of it, they better at least spice up that
Yeah,
terrible deal.
yeah, but hey ho, we'll see. Right.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Right, I think I'm going to end the stream now
All
because
right, it looks like you made some progress.
I did. I certainly think I did anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, I'm quite happy with how I got here. Just need to keep it up tomorrow, get some things done.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Right.
So proud.
Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping me company here, sir.
No problem. It was a good talk. Good
Yeah.
long talk. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
I never talk that long.
I don't think that's true. I think you're a chatterbox. That's a good
Well,
thing.
I kind of do like to hear myself talk. It comes with the position.
That's good for the field you're in, though. I mean,
Exactly.
you
I
got
picked the right job.
yeah,
Hey.
you got to be comfortable with your own voice.
Yep. It's a long and hard road, but we don't get to loving our own voices almost too much.
Yeah, you got a beautiful voice. You're like
Well,
Ariel.
thank you very much.
I was gonna say you're like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and
I
I'm the
would
Sea
sing a
Witch.
song by Ariel, but I haven't seen that movie in so long that I've forgotten the songs.
It's fair enough. Yeah, and like when you like get hired, they're essentially just sea witches stealing your voice. Just I say
Pretty
stealing.
much.
You're selling your voice. You're a voice whore, Wiley. No,
Yep. Yep.
you're a
Yep. Please
put,
hire me.
put that in like your Twitter bio. Just write voice whore. Do it.
Voice whore.
Whore.
All right. I'll replace professional screamer with
Voice whore.
voice whore.
Beautiful. Good man.
And just so everyone can like double check that I actually did it. Go.
Oh.
There we go. I did it for the Vine.
Ah. If I check tomorrow and you've changed it back, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. Just saying. No, it's fine.
You caught me. You caught me. I was gonna change it back in like 5 minutes.
At least let me take a screenshot first.
Go for it. All yours.
Thank you. Right. Yes, I think it's time to end the stream.
I love you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hope it was fun. And
now,
yeah, stay tuned for more in the next coming days. I'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. So yeah, definitely check back tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.
Grad.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Fucking bye. There I gotta go. Are you sure you want to end your stream? Here I am. Goodbye.